Saudi Cup and welcome to another episode for the Funky Put. It's Wednesday and you know what that means. Thanks, JR. And it's a time where I talk about wrestling Wednesday obviously, and also my category Media Prof Reacts to professional wrestling. And this time around, well, what should I say? The Acclaimed have arrived. Well, we have to talk about the Acclaimed. Like, if not now, then when, right? Because the Acclaimed definitely have arrived. I can't stop it. And I like them ever since. I like to say, like, you know, I've been an OG Acclaimed fan ever since I first saw them. But I mean, they've come into their own like over the past few weeks/month, right? Ever since they were paired up with Daddy Ass, things just took off, obviously. But also props to the Ass Boys for putting them over in that way, of course. That was fantastic. And well, let's just dive into it. Like, what makes the Acclaim so good? Why do they resonate so much with the audience right now? And where will it go from here? I hope they can put like away that stupid feud with Smart Mark Sterling, which is just a terrible character. Like, it's not terrible in terms of hating him as you're supposed to, but it's like just like lame. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not a big fan of that character. So I hope that feud doesn't hurt them too much, and I hope they just get over it really quick to it and focus on like some actual contenders. But yeah, so the Acclaimed, right? I mean, they've been around for a while. They're more or less like an OG AW act, more or less. And then why do they resonate right now? I think there are several things that play into that, but one being that they're just not taking themselves too seriously. There's no drama surrounding them. They're just out there busting their butts and having fun with it. And I mean, for a long time, ever since AEW started, the Acclaimed haven't been the top tag team, right? They've been like down at the bottom. People like made fun of them, and then they had to go on like solo runs for a while, injuries and whatnot. But it was never like, they were never built as the superstars, as the greatest tag team ever. They weren't that. And they somehow captured the audience and they somehow made it work, right? And first their feud with like the Gun Club was like, what's this gonna go? But then, I mean, the intros got better, of course. The burns got better. The matches got better. The chemistry, obviously, also. Like, again, huge props to the Gun Club because they clearly like have great chemistry with the Acclaimed. But they're also great wrestlers, right? And they're able to simply tell a captivating story. And that story doesn't need to always be like, I'm the best in the world, I don't take any bullshit from anyone, or things like this. The story can just be that they're humble is the wrong thing, but that they're hardworking, that they are like, they have a vision/mission, a goal, and they're doing anything to achieve it. And then just be like more transparent/open, because you know, you could see like that when things soured with the Gun Club and with Billy and so on, you were like, oh, you kind of felt for them. While I kicked my camera, you kind of felt for them, right? And it's not like it's a life or death situation or anything like that, but you're just like, oh, come on, man, it would be really cool. And then slowly something's building up, and slowly you're like, yeah, they're really good. Yeah, I really like them. Oh my God, yes. And then you find yourself saying like, the Acclaimed have arrived, and you chuckle at all the entrance raps and all those things. Like, hey, that's a singer. That's pretty cool. Yeah, burn, who? Yeah. And you hope they say the name of your city, and you go like, Chicago, and things like this. And then the Scissor Me Daddy Ass, of course, was just like to top it all off, to show they're not taking themselves seriously, right? Of course not. They're not FTR, and FTR are cool too, and they can have fun too. We've seen it too, of course. But like, their billing is more like that. They're serious, no-nonsense tag team, and they claim they aren't that, and they know it, and they're not trying to be. They're not trying to be like the Blackpool Combat Club. They're not trying to be. They're their own thing, their own entity. They are the Acclaimed, and it's just cool. They stuck with it. They refined it a little bit. They made it work. They found how to connect with an audience, how to get the audience involved, and yeah, just capitalize on it. And that's just perfect. And I mean, the fact that like there's now like the first gay champion, I think, right? I think so. It's just a bonus point. I like that they're not trying to sell it. They're not like, hey, I'm like a gay tag team partner, and not one mention of that on commentary or like by them in any promo or whatever. No one cares. It's just he's gay and he's just like, look, I can do whatever. So don't let any categorization boundary or whatever limit you. You can do anything, and it's just good. It's a great message. Cool. People who are interested in it, they know. If you're not, then you don't know, and you're like, whatever. They're just a cool tag team. They're doing everything right now, except that stupid feud with Mark Sterling, because that was just a stupid idea. Like, come on, you just got the tag team championships. Go on to do something great. Also, by the way, how they forced Swerve to turn heel. Basically, it was fantastic. I'm a huge fan of things like this. Doesn't mean that I only like silly things like the Acclaimed. I like the Blackpool Combat Club. I like Claudio Castagnoli if he doesn't do like the crazy swing. Because that's a bit, come on, man. I like serious stuff too. I like Mox's seriousness at times, but it's just also cool to have them in there, right? So that's pretty cool. So I'm a big fan of the Acclaimed and scissoring, and it's I do hope this continues for a while. They can't keep going forever, obviously. Impossible to keep like this thing going forever, but I think if they've got a few more weeks / months in there, a few more feuds maybe before then. I guess FTR just takes it and becomes the super tag champion, or maybe the Young Bucks are coming back or something. But for now, I hope they just keep going. I hope they get someone to feud with that's also like good, not just like the Mark Sterling thing right now. But I also hope they still keep getting put over in the next 1 or 2 feuds just to establish them as a real tag team, because they deserve it. They're not just a comedy relief, they deserve it. And eventually, probably, Billy is then going to turn on them when they face the Gun Club again. And I hope it's down the road. I hope it's not right now. I hope it's going to be down the road, and then maybe the Gun Club deserves to take the titles off them, maybe via shenanigans or something. But for now, I really hope this keeps going. Also person like Media Prof in this case, right? Someone who studies media stuff is really happy with how AEW uses the media, except that Mark Sterling thing right now, how to portray them, how to highlight them. They're on every highlight reel, they're all the time on the socials of AEW. I like how they use media as well while they're staying in character, sometimes breaking a little bit, but mostly then in character. Also great. So really, really a good job there by the Acclaimed, and just going with it. And yeah, it translates. So great job. Like I said, to sum it up, the storytelling is not like a death or alive story, but it's still a good story that you want to follow. The characters they just seem to be real and authentic, and that's really important now these days, that there's authenticity. You don't think that they're just acting, you think like that's really who they are, which is cool. I like that, even like the doctor of thugonomics gimmick. It's a being relived right now is cool by the best pro wrestler alive. I think that's Max Caster's handle, right? So that's cool. That's all. It all fits. See, pro wrestling can be so easy. Let me know what you think. What do you think about the Acclaimed? Do you also like them? Are you also on the bandwagon? Do you think, nah, that's too silly, I don't like it? Let me know. Shout out in the comments as always. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this thing. And always kick out a 2, obviously. Until then, Sawadee Krap.